All right, we are here with session 11 of Light Force Curse of Strahd. Last time, you all had arrived in a mysterious location. At first, you weren't quite sure where you were. There was a running theory, perhaps, that you were underground somewhere. But upon seeing some battlements outside in the rain, you realized you were above ground somewhere. And upon further inspection, when you made your way outside, you realized that the view offered to you indicated that you were at the eastmost side of the Valley of Barovia in one castle, Ravenloft. You started in some sort of library. I believe both Keith and Carrion got nat 20s on their searches.
That sounds about right.
Wild.
Vaguely recall that, yeah.
Yes, allowing me to divulge, or sorry, that makes it sound like allowing Bralef to have me divulge a lot of info about Argon Ostholt, I believe, and its specific location on the map, which was automatically revealed. Very exciting. You explored more of the castle more than my other, not to spoil too much, but my other player who got teleported into Castle Ravenloft did not explore the same places you all did. And it started in the library, but went to the doors to the left first instead of the doors up. Vastly different experiences, as to be expected from Curse of Strahd, given the randomness of where each of the three things that you are looking for technically are. As you know, based on the reading that Madam Eva gave you about, oh, something. There's like three things based on your reading. But yeah, other smaller things of note. You found an evil book that Julian proceeded to completely beat the shit out of.
We changed his name.
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah, I think I changed it mid-session last time on my end. But yeah, did I forget anything before I take it over to you all? Oh, I guess I
only minor thing that I can remember is that when we got like here-ish, or maybe like into this room here,
yeah,
we heard someone like moving around in this room.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. And then as you stepped into this last room, you saw a portrait of someone. I sent that over to you all. But at the same time, the dial beneath your feet, basically the clock hits 0 and you find yourselves enveloped in a strange light and about to take you to a different location. You all are ready.
I was born
Ready.
Okay. Let me just go ahead, swing over to Firebox, and take you to the new location. New location is a bit of a misnomer, I think is the correct term I'm looking for, as the location should be quite familiar to you. I think it's this one. I hope it's this one. Okay, thank goodness. Okay. Once again, the handsomely appointed room you find yourselves in contains a canopied bed, Oh, sorry, this is the wrong room. Hold on.
What?
Sorry, I got confused because this is the room that Victor hangs out in, and I was reading the Victor bedroom description. That is my bad. Attic T. Okay. Someone has taken old mismatched furniture and created a study in this dusty lamplit chamber. Tables are strewn with pieces of parchment on which strange diagrams are drawn. I feel like one of you had investigated the drawings before. And a freestanding bookshelf holding a collection of bones. Dusty rug covered the floor in front of a pine box, which I think is... Let me throw you over here real quick. Ah, yes, there's a pine box right there, on which is supposed to lounge a skeletal cat. So I'll go and throw that one right over there. And several more skeletal cats skulk about. And of course, the children in the corner of the room, but we don't need to talk about that because they're just what are they
Mannequins
called? Yeah, they're
or
just
something, right?
mannequins. Yes. So you find yourselves in familiar territory, -1 of Victor Velakovich. Can you both give me DC 15 Constitution saving throws?
Probably not. No.
Oh,
I can certainly try.
How much force damage do I
nice.
take?
You don't take any force damage, but you can't eat anything. You will. Okay. Yeah. Oh my
What
I
was
gosh.
that?
can't eat anything.
So since you can't eat anything, could you throw up? What is the closest thing that Keith has to throwing up?
Wait,
The inside of
hold
his body is filled with straw.
You throw up straw. It is rainbow colored straw. Like think of it like a white rainbowy color, because this is anime, and so we have to censor the straw that you're throwing up, just like they do in anime. But yeah, Julian though looks absolutely fine and unscathed, invigorated, even as if you are a new person with a new name.
Yes.
All right, but yes,
Yeah.
we're back here.
He entered that teleportation circle a Julius, and when he came back, he was a Julian.
Yep. I'm trans now.
Can't help but notice that our friend isn't back with us.
No, evidently not. I wonder if he died wherever we went.
He was
Wherever
gonna feed his
went.
cats.
I look over at these skeletal cats.
One of them like hold his hand up to wave. It's kind of unnerving.
He'll probably be fine.
Probably. Out of character, didn't Keith find skeletal cats specifically in the house of the noble lady that hired us to investigate the Burgermeister?
Were
think
they
they were
skeletal
just
cats?
cats.
I think they're just cats, but they use the same token here. Dungeons and Dragons is lazy and gave me these tokens for the cats. That's right, Dungeons and Dragons. I'm calling you out here specifically. I probably should have just put my own skeletal cat tokens in here.
Gotcha. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was
Yeah, good
I remember
question.
if it was I thought it was skeletal cats. Guess I remembered wrong.
All right. Oh, and just as a quick recap of the political state of Laki that you technically don't care too much about, but Lady Wachter has instructed you, hey, find some dirt on the Burgomaster. And then you came to the Burgomaster's place, met his wife, his son. I almost put late son. I'm not sure what's going on with that guy. Wife.
Yeah, he is late. Where is he?
And he asked you, I believe, to spy on that villainous lady Fiona Wachter.
Yes.
I'm starting to think he's the real villain here.
Oh, and of course, for better and for worse, Keith is. Can you give me a physical description of what you look like?
He is a scarecrow. About what height did I make him? Like 5'8" or
Sorry,
something?
you disguise yourself. I just want to.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Hi, thank you for reminding me. I look like a guy.
Would you like to provide further description?
I look
Susan?
like a remarkably average Caucasian male with a very big, happy smile.
Oh, I mean, hold on.
Oh, wait. Did I not disguise as Frank last time? Who did I disguise as? Oh, I'm Strahd.
Strahd.
I was so confused. I was like, did I accidentally ask Bralef like what you look like? Because you seem like a pretty happy person anyway.
Maybe Strahd looks like Frank in this. Yeah, Keith is currently disguised as what he thinks Strahd looks like. I think we've seen him before. Or at least a picture of him, so. now that now that you've reminded me, he will probably drop that disguise because that
okay.
would maybe be a bad idea.
Lord, it would have been fantastic for me to have dropped you all like right in the middle of, I don't know, dinner with Strahd or something like that. But
Yeah.
as I run this, like, full disclosure, you do come back here when the time runs out, at least in this particular journey. So, alas, it would have been fun. I'm sure I could have changed it, but no. I'll get you yet. But yes, that answers my question. Also, I've made sure not to give you a picture of Strahd before.
Gotcha.
So the only depictions I can remember, unless someone wants to correct me, which is totally fine, is there's a statue like in the basement of the death house where Julian got the first level, I think, of the vampire transformation from the Grim Hollow guide. I don't remember if I'm due to give you a level 2 transformation yet, but I think that's still a ways off. I'll look into it for sure.
I don't know. Your choice.
For some reason I was thinking to myself, like, there's some sort of suggested level, like, for each of the 4 transformation levels, but
There is, but it's, well, like you said, suggested, not any kind of. It's not a strict requirement. Level milestones. Yeah. I know that it does have like some suggestions, but
Okay.
about like general level requirements for it, but
that's okay. There isn't anything, I think, near. Well, actually, I can't even. I shouldn't finish that sentence, because if I say there isn't anything nearby that would trigger it, that means that there wouldn't be anything nearby. But if I don't, hey, this house has a lot of things. It's like it's got that guy that's locked up. It's got a room full of dolls of Keith. It's got it all. Everything someone could ask for. All right. But yeah, the floor is yours. You are back here. Oh, you were
transfer level 2 recommended class level range 5 to 10.
5 to 10. Thank you. That's really helpful. Let's check on some stuff right now. 10, and you all are. Oh, right, because you got in the death house, which means you would have been level 4 because you were in the basement. Okay. And then 5 to 10 for you all will be like, I guess. I will, soon. I've got some things mulling around in my mind. But, as a brief aside, you were also tasked to figure out what happened to the 2 servants of the burgomaster. That's quite unfortunate, but
We
for them.
figured it out.
Yes. We did it, Patrick.
We saved the city. I got so confused. I was looking through the transformation guide in Grim Hollow, and all of them are several pages long. I just finished going through the vampire. I hadn't realized that the vampire was the last one at Faust. So imagine my surprise when I'm scrolling, thinking I'm still looking at the Grim Hollow transformations, and I see this.
All right, let me look into here. Yeah, that's the ultimate form of a vampire right there.
Santa Claus.
Yes, the true transformation into an academic. Pick your 2 boons and your one flaw.
Let's see.
Boon, export knowledge, flaw, info dump.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we also got to save that guy we found chained up.
You don't have
Who?
to. What if he did something he probably deserved to be in there?
Exactly. I see where you're coming from. I move that we should instead kill him.
Nice.
We believe in escalating situations in this household.
Alright. Well, how much of this information do we want to share with the Burgomaster?
That his son has been experimenting with teleportation magic and is likely directly responsible for the disappearance of his two servants, specifically by immediately vaporizing them.
And also himself, maybe?
I don't think he was vaporized. I mean, we were all running in the woods together. What? When did that happen? Why did that happen? Why were we running in the woods? When did we even get there?
And what was with the worm guy?
Oh, the
Oh,
maggots
right.
guy? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if I accidentally killed Victor.
What do you mean?
Well, you and I never touched the maggot man. I grabbed Victor's hand and made him touch him. And then we all got teleported again, and you and I ended up in what seemed to be Strahd's castle, and Victor was nowhere to be seen.
I did take one of his maggots, though.
Why?
Didn't you place the maggots somewhere in the castle? I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes, I took the crown that was in that chest and left the maggot there.
Yeah.
Oh lord, the crown worth. This. Sorry. How much money do you all have?
325 gold.
I have 65 gold and 60 silver pieces.
I see. Okay, thank you. I think Julian's gold amount is closer to my other player is. I think because I didn't do any free, because you know how sometimes if you come in at a higher level, you like get gold. You're starting gold.
Are you telling me you didn't give them a 500 gold silver bar that you then inflated the price of?
Wait, is that? Oh, that's what you did with your magical.
Yeah, I got a robe of useful items, and one of the things on it was a
Yes.
silver bar.
No, unfortunately, that group, the players who are super poor, they are probably the third. Oh, they are the poorest of the three, or at least the least. Because you did the silver bar thing with a robe, of many things, and then the second group was the group that they're like, hey, do they have a jeweler's kit? All right, I'm gonna take my silver coins, grind them down. I'm gonna make holy water. Even though I specifically tried to keep holy water away from them until a certain place. Yeah, so they circumvented those, and you have your fancy. I feel like you all won't be strapped for cash because the crown. I think I gave you a value for that, didn't I? Or did I not give you a value for that?
You did not.
Well, okay, perhaps you can get that praise then. Maybe it's fake. Yeah, I'm definitely not lying. Yeah, it's totally fake. Yeah, it's a special magic item that it definitely didn't invent just now. It gives you the Crown of Madness spell at all times. It's a curse. Yeah, it's a shame.
Cool. Oh, like it inflicts it on me.
Sorry, I can't keep lying. It's mundane. But yeah.
Yeah, you told me that last time.
Oh, okay, phew. Right, because I think that the cape that Julian had was also supposed to be mundane, but I thought that was boring. And it is in character for what its original purpose was, I think, for it to be a cape of disguise. So, ta-da. Dangerous stuff to have me give both players the ability to disguise themselves, but oh well. It'll be exciting.
But it's worth, I will not remember.
It do be like that in D&D. All right. So yeah, back here, not sure what exactly to tell the Burgomaster.
Indeed.
All right. Looks like Keith has begun the trek back through all the junk that is in this attic. The battle begins to weave through the attic. All right, and with that, I believe you all would like to head down, so I will go ahead and grab your tokens and take you down a floor.
I pick up one of the cats and put it in my back pocket.
Would you like to, or attempt to do so, or is this more of a?
Merely a jest.
Okay, I just have to double check before I call for rolls. Okay, cool. You are back on the floor that presumably that criminal who's locked up is on. And as a reminder, is in that far room up top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you wanted to free that guy, how are you planning to do so?
Well, we both have items that can disguise the wearer.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right, I'll lend him mine. Is the door still unlocked?
Oh, did you leave it unlocked when you left?
When you ask it like that,
Oh,
no.
sorry, that was an honest question.
I hadn't really thought about it, so I probably would have left it unlocked.
Okay. Yes, it is still unlocked.
I open the door.
All right. You open the door, revealing, if I can remember where the reveal tool is. Here you are. A criminal. Oh, right. I forgot you used the commoner token. You should have seen the look on my face. I'm like, huh? Why is there a woman in this cell? Oh, it's because it's the commoner token. Okay. You see the same badly beaten man wearing nothing but a loincloth, the iron shackles having cut into his wrists, causing blood to trickle down his hands. He looks up at you, and who do you look like right now? Keith, right?
Yeah, just Keith.
Okay. Oh, but you had seen him before, right? And you just closed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I've forgotten. Okay.
Actually, I feel like
Did you just...
Carrion broke into the room
Oh, yeah. Okay.
and like talked to him while invisible.
Yep.
So people said, "See, I told you someone would be here."
Wait, if you're sorry, I just have to clarify real quick. You said Karen broke into the room, which sounds familiar, because the door is locked on the outside. How did you unlock it? I believe you. I just wanted to
Maybe I didn't unlock it. Maybe I did the trick to spawn him in the room.
Oh yeah, maybe that's because the thing is, I feel like I would have remembered the fact that we revealed the token, but honestly, I don't remember. I will probably then have to retroactively hide the room.
And I need to
Unlock the
it.
door. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will attempt to do so with my thieves' tools.
All right. Well, what is the classic? I know I asked you all this before, like 2 weeks ago, but what's the classic DC for just a lock? Because it doesn't tell me the DC. It just says
15.
15. Okay, so go ahead and give me a DC 15 check. Ooh, very nice. All right, you are able to unlock it. And I guess I can now reveal this room. Revealing, it would be funny if I took this time to swap out the tokens. I did not do that. It's still the same token. That means that was probably the first description of no, because Carrion saw that. All right. So the man will not look up at you. He just keeps his head down. He seems to be breathing though for now.
Yeah, I told you someone would be here to save you.
He looks up. Who are you?
I'm the source of that voice you heard earlier.
Oh no, I cannot. I can't possibly leave. I am undergoing punishments for my.
And what crimes are those?
Can you roll me a cursory persuasion check? If the DC's like 5. Oh my god.
I wish I didn't have to waste that now.
I'm so sorry about that. He'll say, I was arrested during the Wolf's Head Jamboree for carrying a sign that suggested that Valachians should feed the Baron to the wolves. And with your 25, we'll have him just, muse on a little bit more. Around these parts, 'cause you look like you're not from around these parts. It's best not to slander the Burgomaster in any... Well, I mean... I shouldn't be telling you things. You're probably a guest of the Burgomaster. You're probably in cahoots with him and so on.
All right. I remember you told us this before. Okay. Mildly insulting a position of power shouldn't get you chained up and bleeding in a dark room.
Oh no! Well, I mean, it's kind of nice here actually. It's this is way better than what's going on in the.
You don't have to put up a front. We're not
No,
going to turn you in.
no, I'm being serious. It's better to be in here than it is to be in the Reformation Center. But you didn't hear it from me.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. It's real rough in there.
All right, but what if we could just get you out of here in general? Or would you be recaught?
I imagine that's the burgomaster would send his right-hand man against for me, Izek, captain of the guard.
Starting to not like this burgomaster guy.
He is an interesting individual. Best to keep those kind of thoughts under wraps.
So you're saying the Reformation Center is even worse conditions than you're in right now?
At least one floor is, yes. Sorry, two. Sorry, they have a special room. Special room.
And that's where all the other criminals end up.
Yes.
For crimes as simple as yours.
That's right. You're judged. You are set before. There are these strange judges. They have pointed ears. Not something I've really seen around these parts. And they sentence you based on how severe your crime is. Sometimes, if your crime is light enough, you are in not the best. But if your crime is particularly egregious, you just better hope they don't find your crimes egregious.
Chief is gonna put a hand on Julian's shoulder and say, Julian, I think we're gonna have to derail the campaign and kill the burgomaster.
I appreciate you so much for making a reference to one of my favorite memes. Also, yeah, your ears are slightly pointed, aren't they?
Half elf.
Yes. So I'm just gonna say he probably can't see you very well in his condition here. That's right. Yep. He needs his special reading glasses. Too much staring at his phone like those damn millennials now, or Gen Zers, or whatever we're on now, Gen Alpha.
No idea.
Mm-hmm.
The naming conventions for the generations and just getting stupider and stupider. As soon as... Okay, important question. Did you actually mention the idea that maybe we should kill the Burgomaster?
Yes.
Okay. Julian's face notably brightens up when you say that. He's just like, really? Oh, thank the gods. I've hated every second that we've spent in Valaki, but now it sounds like it might get fun.
I try to be a nice guy. I try to get all sides of the story. This guy, I think this guy's got to go.
Oh, thank God. We might not agree on the why, but at least we can agree on the how.
So you don't care as much about the, horrible enslavement treatment, and you just don't like him because he's, a pompous asshole.
Oh yeah, he's a massive tool.
All right, well, sure. I can work with that. He is a massive tool.
He is.
Hey, look, man, whatever gets you there, right?
Okay, so we look at the guy on the ground. Say, so, what happens if the burgomaster suddenly disappears? Is it going to take over, or...
What happens if the Burgomaster suddenly disappears and is mysteriously replaced with a pool of blood?
Honestly, I'm not sure because I imagine running the city itself. I don't know. There are many people who might be next in line succession. I'm not quite sure how it goes. You know how there's president, vice president, secretary of state. What? Huh? Secretary of State, or is it even Secretary of State? Is it Speaker of the House? Is it Speaker of the House in there somewhere? I don't know.
Would the next person in line be his son?
What the fuck are you even saying?
Sorry, it's the madness, being locked up in here. So, It could be his wife. Unlikely here. This is like a really backwards valley of, it's based on the 1500s or 1600s. Probably not his wife. It could be his son. It could be Captain of the Guard Izek. It could be one of the other nobles vying for his spot, like that lady Watcher or something. I don't know. I don't really watch the news. And then for the Reformation Center, I imagine that that will be. Even though the burgomaster is, keeping an eye on that, it's the reformers, those pointy-eared people I told you about. The reformers will probably take over the incarceration. Yeah, this has nothing to do with. So it theoretically has nothing to do with your appearance, but this is very spicy now. It is very interesting that the reformers are some sort of elf potentially, or half elf, or drow or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just that scene, I think it's in the SpongeBob movie, like people, I think it's Squidward specifically keeps referencing Plankton's like tiny little hands, and then Plankton just keeps looking at his hands and like he's just like more and more distraught. That's Julian every time this guy mentions these guys, those bastards pointed heels. Okay, if you do actually want, Julian just kind of like pulls Keith off to the side here.
Mm-hmm.
Speaks in hushed tones. Okay, if you do actually want to kill the Burgomaster, if he has a right hand who is the captain of the guard, it might actually be a good idea to release this guy and bring him with us, specifically to draw out that right hand. That way we could potentially kill him first and weaken the Burgomaster's position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right, sure.
Throw some of his forces into disarray and remove a powerful enforcer and a powerful presumed confidant and possibly even advisor.
All right, so what's the order of operations here? Because we can still get some information out of the Burgomaster before we kill him. So we talk to him.
I think you're thinking of this in the wrong order immediately. We could talk to him, but at the moment, he has no real reason to be forthcoming with us about anything that we want.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it's clear that there is a threat on his life, maybe he doesn't even necessarily know that it's from us, he might be more willing to give us information if he thinks either A, we're on his side and more information could help us protect him, or he knows that we're out to get him and he could think more information might spare his life. So he could free this guy for his stupid crimes, lure out the captain of the guard, kill him, and hopefully keep our involvement secret. And
we both have ways to do that now.
Yeah.
Nice.
And from there, we're acting in a position of greater strength, and the Burgomaster in a position of lessened strength.
Yes.
So we could. So do we sneak him out loudly here, so that they know to send the captain after him?
No, I don't think that would be wise. We'd have to be sprinting through the entire city with a fugitive in tow. Getting him out here more quietly would probably be better.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
though quietly is not my forte.
True. Well, like I said at first, we can always disguise him.
Well,
All right.
it sounds like you're interested in at least freeing this individual. What are these shackles? I think it was it just the chain to the back wall, cut into his wrists. I feel like it's insinuating there's only two shackles you have to worry about: the one on his left wrist and the one on his right wrist. And when I say both
I
of
assume
those
they're
are
locked.
locked, yes.
Yeah. Well,
Well, yeah.
I'll try and pick the left one.
All right, fair, nice, easy, smooth. Can you give me also a stealth roll at advantage for this?
22.
Oh, quick and easy. He actually doesn't even realize you've taken off the left shackle in the first place.
Shit.
Okay. Can you give me a normal stealth roll for this? Ooh. All right, you mess up a little, but no one around is any the wiser.
What does this mean? I can keep trying. It's just might be
Yes.
loud.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, that is
Alright.
successful. Go and give me a stealth check, just a normal one. Oh my god. Well, much to my chagrin, I mean, did I say that out loud? You are able to successfully free Udo, who rubs his wrists together in the classic manner and thanks you profusely in a quiet, hushed tone.
All right. Now you're gonna want to put this hat on, and technically it takes an hour to attune. Maybe we can hand wave that. I don't know. But regardless,
Oh, requires attunement.
You're-
Tricky.
regardless of how long it takes, you're gonna want to envision being disguised as someone else. Maybe just some regular dude who doesn't look like you.
So the interesting thing about it taking some time to attune to, which is actually going to come into play here, is before long, I'm going to say, Julian, you hear a commotion coming from the room that is the yet unexplored room to your immediate left.
This one?
Yes, that one right there.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go up here, motion to these two. I'm gonna like put a finger up to my mouth and tell them to shush. I'm gonna slowly and quietly close the door.
Oh.
And
Yes, this is where the betrayal begins. You have now separated the party. Keith is locked in there forever. Nice.
I also have a much quicker way to make this guy hard to see. I can just make him invisible. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yes, Julian.
I'll say never mind. I'll hold on to the hat for now.
Now, start slowly and hopefully quietly walking down this hall, so as not to look like I was hanging out over by the torture closet.
Okay. Are you trying to like sneak past this door? Are you trying to like look nonchalant that you weren't up there in case anyone comes out of the door?
The latter.
Okay. Okay.
If no one comes out of the door, then I think I'll like go try to listen at the door.
Oh. I think someone will come out of the door if you wanted to move back. All right. So the door opens, and the first thing you see is a dog.
Oh shit.
Who growls at you. And then you also see the burgomaster himself. He'll like step out with the dog and say, yes, did you need something?
No, I was just having a look around.
Oh, well, not much to see here. Bedrooms and the like. My private study is in here. How goes the search for my missing servants?
We spoke to your son Victor, and I believe he was the last one to see them, though he is not sure of their current whereabouts.
I'll have to talk about it myself. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Please trouble yourself no further with anything involving my son. It's important that he learn his place. I mean, in my untimely death, seems that perhaps it. Sorry, I digress. Anyway, do you have any other questions?
Are you feeling unwell?
Oh,
Planning for the future in the case of your untimely death? I find most people tend not to do that in the prime of their youth.
you spoil me. Oh no, it's not that. It's just that as burgomaster, I've got many sights set on me, such as from Lady Wachter, Lady Lisa. All these women are out to get me. Can't trust a woman.
Who is Lady Lisa again?
Oh, she's just one of the other nobles around here.
Another would-be leader, if presented the opportunity.
She can certainly try. I can tell she doesn't have the stomach for this sort of thing. A leader needs to be able to make the hard decisions sometimes.
Remind me, is Burgomaster a hereditary or an elected position?
It is a hereditary position, actually.
I see. So your son Victor would be next in line. I suppose that makes sense given your previous comment.
Yes, he would be. That's also why all this talk of back before Lady Lady Fiona Wachter. I know she sees good blood when she sees it, and that's why she had originally had her daughter betrothed to my son, but it didn't work out. I could tell that she had political aspirations. She wanted her daughter to marry into the family. Hereditary.
Makes sense. Well, that is the political game, isn't it?
Yes. But right. I don't think I will be dying anytime soon, but it is best to be prepared.
Understandable. Very well.
But yes, I am off to do my rounds at the Reformation Center just to make sure that the criminals stay in line. Time for my, duties there to start. It's that day of the week. I don't normally go in every day of the week, but it is one of those days.
What day is it, out of curiosity?
Unfortunately, actually, shoot. I don't know, the day of the, our weeks that it is, but, as a general overview, I think there's 2 days left until the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, perhaps the Burgomaster will casually mention that the reformers take psych shifts of the other 6 days, and he has the last day.
I see. Well, the important thing is that he's revealing that as part of a schedule, he goes into the Reformation Center for an extended period of time, 1 day a week, and that seems to be consistent. So as long as we can, in game, keep track of that. I don't necessarily need to know, is this a Tuesday? Is it Thursday? Okay. What is it?
Right. All right. Basically, exactly what you're saying. 1 day a week, consistently.
Gotcha.
All right. He is about to step away. Anything else you'd like to ask?
I will hold you no fall.
Thank you. Best of luck with you and your efforts here, especially involving Lady Wachter.
Of course.
Please excuse me.
Go down the hall and step out of his way.
All right. His dogs step out with him. He closes the door and locks it behind him, tucking the key into his shirt, think of it like a necklace situation. You know how it is. And then he will continue to step out this way, down and around. And before long, he goes down the stairs leaving you to your devices up here.
Quick, there's a point that we can see inside this room still. Someone carry in now.
Did you say he locked the door behind him?
He did lock the door behind him.
Suspicious.
Yeah, that's his special sex dungeon. Of course he's going to lock it behind him.
All right, do we want to search this room before we leave?
The room that you're currently... Oh, like one of these two?
Yes.
Okay. Is this door also locked?
I think it was,
That
but
was the
that's
Keith doll room.
Yeah, that's the Keith doll room.
And we did not search this room then.
I don't believe you did.
Might as well try it.
And that door is not locked. Would you like to open it?
Oh, I'll open it slowly.
All right. This handsomely appointed room, deja vu, contains a canopied bed, a low bookshelf, and a full-length mirror in a wooden frame on the wall across from the door. Set into the north wall is an arched window of leaded glass. Nothing here seems unusual. And, of course, the classic, like, there's a mirror across from you, so I think Julian doesn't show up.
Well, that's up to you.
I feel like, wasn't this how Key found out in the first place?
I believe so.
Yes, okay, so you do not show up in the mirror.
Walk up to the mirror and like look into it and just kind of like play with my hair a little bit as though I'm adjusting it in the reflection.
Nice. Right. Anything else from my
Frankly, I don't know what people see in these things.
Themselves.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, what's the point?
How vain.
Don't you like veins?
Oh my god.
That was the stupidest joke I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I can show you what you look like if you want.
Julian ponders this for a second and says, "You know what? Sure. I haven't seen myself in many years. Don't meet many in the way of casters."
People use the hat of disguise to disguise as Julian. Ta-da!
How'd you do that?
All right, well, you see this individual before you.
How the fuck do you have access to my token?
Oh, no, I dropped it on there.
Amazing. Huh. But that's what I look like. Maybe I should try a new hairstyle.
Disguises himself as Julian again, except his hairstyle is significantly different.
Oh
It's like a
my
mohawk.
gosh.
No, not like that. I was thinking maybe I could grow it out. Maybe try a ponytail over the shoulder. I don't know.
Changes it to a ponytail and also adds a beard.
Definitely not a beard.
Changes to just a ponytail, but it's blonde now.
This is fun.
An interesting appearance. I don't think that works for me. I'm already too pale. Darker hair adds some contrast.
Good point.
Changes to make his skin less pale.
Oh, that tan going.
Racist.
What? How?
You know.
Oh, okay. He doesn't actually do this, but I just imagined. Hey, here's what you look like, but his ears are like way bigger.
That's incredible.
Like they go past his head. But no, he doesn't actually do that.
Square up, motherfucker.
Well, square up. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Alright. He will drop the disguise and say, "See,
Oh, sorry. I was busy.
there's a point. That's what mirrors are for."
I see. I suppose that could be useful sometimes.
Now then, see what the burgomaster's got in his room. I will attempt to pick the lock.
All right, go ahead and give me that DC 15. Oh boy. Wow, that's not good.
Well, they had some sort of backup plan.
You hear faint off in the distance as you fail to pick the lock. Oh, forgot something in my room.
Yeah! Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this guy. I'm gonna cast invisibility using a 3rd level spell slot, because that's all I got. Which I guess means I can also turn myself invisible at the same time.
Ooh, okay. So let me go ahead and you are both invisible. I'll go ahead and put the ninja icon on you.
Gonna close this door.
All right, let me go ahead and hide that then. Cloop.
And I'll just kind of pull this guy along with me and stay close to Julian.
All right. Oops, I didn't mean to put him under you. You all, can you give me stealth rolls, both of you?
No.
Advantage because I'm invisible. Well, that doesn't matter.
Oh, well, let me just roll something over here.
With advantage because Keith's invisible.
All right.
Guy's got like massive
Wow.
stealth, right?
Let's find out. Let me see if it's going to public. I think I don't think I've set. Always roll advantage. Never whisper rolls. Okay, cool. Stealth is Dex or Wisdom? It's Dex, right?
Dex.
Oh, okay. The burgomaster is too busy coiffing his hair. You see that it has briefly taken the form of a mohawk, but he's looking at a pocket mirror in his hands like, that won't do. And he quickly reverts it to its original style. He doesn't even notice that the three of you have successfully made your way down the stairs out of his sight. Would you like to keep going down the stairs, or are you waiting for him to finish in the room before? And then check out the room when he's back or when he leaves.
Probably fine. We can come check it out after we kill him.
Okay. In that case, you all.
Where do these stairs lead? The kitchen?
Yes, the kitchen right down here. Let me take you down here. Let me go ahead and swap up the music. All right. Welcome to the kitchen. You see someone cooking there. She looks at Julian. It's like, oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry for the intrusion. Just passing through. I'll try not to be a bother.
Oh, no, it's okay. No bother. She kind of twirls her hair.
I give a slight bow to all as I pass by. Walk around the table.
She giggles a little bit. Hey, Keith. Would you like
Sorry.
to kill this lady? Oh, okay, never mind.
Later.
All right. You see before you a hallway.
Dear
yeah.
God.
You know that it won't be long before the burgomaster comes back downstairs. I assume you would like to keep
Let's
going down
get
the
outta
hall,
here.
unless you want to check out other rooms.
I think we already checked out most of them down here.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? I'm just saying nothing untoward is going to happen. You will be able to make it at least to the maid, okay? And she'll say, oh, well, should you choose to engage with her or pass her by, she'll say that she hopes you have a pleasant day.
I almost responded to her.
I will go ahead and put all your tokens out here. Oops, sorry. The guards will tip their hats at you. And you all seem to have escaped scot-free.
Woohoo.
Okay, let me check something real quick, but you all are out here. I assume you'd like to maybe step farther away before you potentially drop any disguises people might have.
Might be a
Or
good idea.
invisibility.
Let's see. Once we're out of, eye shot of the rest of the.
I'll go ahead and put them inside, so it's basically as if you are alone.
All right, where do we head? Where do we head now? I guess I won't drop it immediately until we know what we're doing.
That's a good point. So, Julian, you can have a secret conversation with these other two. None of the wiser. How long does this last?
1 hour.
Okay, nice. All right, well, you can talk to yourself now. And by yourself, I mean all three of you.
All three of myself.
Yes. So to recap, you're going to let this guy go. The captain of the guard would be sent upon him. And then with the captain of a guard in a vulnerable position, that being like, looking for someone perhaps distracted by his work. I know it seems you all are making moves to perhaps supplant him. And by supplant him, I mean supplant him into the ground 6 feet under. If I'm understanding correctly. But what would you like to go from here? Feel free to talk it out.
I don't know. What would be a good... Julian will say kind of like under his breath, so that these two can heal, but the guards in the area can't. What would be a good spot to hang out and lie low?
Let's see. There's Fiona's house. She would probably be sympathetic to a refugee from the burgomaster.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have info for her, really somewhat.
Perhaps. I would say in the immediate moment, we should go somewhere that is as safe as possible. And then after we have a little bit more of a plan, maybe we should move to someplace a little bit more obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to immediately bring trouble to Fiona's doorstep. So, perhaps Fiona's house is the safest immediate, as it would be unlikely for her to have this man removed from the burgomaster's custody. But shortly after, we should move to some place that would be more obvious for him to flee to. The first place that they would send the captain of the guard to check. So, off to Ms. Walker's house for now.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a plan.
Nice. Okay. Then I will go ahead and begin the process of taking all of you all over there. It's very easy because I believe it's basically just Julian needing to go over there considering the rest of you are invisible. So let me go ahead and make sure that ninja token is on all of you. And let me take you all over to this correct map right over here. Find yourselves in the middle of the map. You once again come to the familiar Lady Wachter house.
Don't drop the invisibility until we're inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I believe it was this lady who answered the door first. But are you interested in knocking on the door perchance?
Yeah, I'll go up and knock on the door.
Like a little cutout on the door will slide open and the maid will say, "Oh, hello, and what brings you here?"
I am under Lady Walkdoor's employ, and I would like to come in and speak with her.
Oh, yes. Okay. Of course, please come in. And she will invite you in. And I will go and reveal the area like before. She's currently in her study, but I shall send for her soon. You can feel free to wait in the living room area.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, of course. She'll, I guess, step over here. Would you like any tea? She'll ask.
Yes. 3 cups, please.
Three cups.
At this point, Keith will probably drop the invisibility now that we're inside.
Okay. The maid will give a small yelp. Say, huh? Oh. Oh.
Sorry for the startle. It was a pretty precarious situation we were in, so needed to be discreet.
I trust Lady Walkdoor will want to hear about our findings.
Can you both roll me a persuasion check? The DC isn't particularly high because, of course, like you said, Lady. Oh my god. All right. Well, congratulations to Keith for having the first nat 20 of the session. Say, yes, of course, Lady Wachter. Thank you for your service. I'll have your teas shortly. She will step over. Hold on. I clicked on OBS instead. She'll step over here. She'll do a series of knocks on the door. And then she will step into the kitchen to work on your teas.
Keith will clarify that he doesn't need any tea.
Oh, okay. She will work on the teas. She kind of can't help but look at Udo, who does not look like he's in the best condition. But yeah, she has retreated. Is there a place you'd like to sit before Lady Wachter comes out?
I shall sit in this entire couch.
All right. Let me go ahead and place Udo on the other one right over here. Unless you want him specifically somewhere else. I didn't mean to have him steal the last remaining spot.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay. Lady Wachter comes out and she sees you all and she'll say, "Oh, welcome back. Who might that be?" She says, kind of like she squints as if she might maybe recognize him. Nothing's coming up just yet, but she's thinking.
This is one of the Burgomaster's political prisoners. One of the pettiest ones I've ever encountered.
Oh. What were his crimes? What were your crimes? She kind of poses the questions to the both of you as if she'll take an answer from either of you.
At one of your more recent festivals, he was apparently seen holding a sign saying that the Burgomaster should be fed to bears, was it?
I think it might have been boars. Let me see. Udo. Oh, wolves. It was wolves. Lady Watcher can't help but stifle a chuckle. She's like, that is good. But I'm concerned. You are not followed here where you guards are everywhere in this town.
I should hope not. I didn't notice anyone, and these two were invisible on the way back.
Invisible.
Beyond
Interesting.
that, if the Burgomaster did see, if the Burgomaster's guards did see me enter, he likely would have instructed them to keep watch on me, as similar to you, he has hired us to spy on you for his benefit.
Ah, of course he would. I shouldn't be surprised. So, did you take him up on the offer, or did you decline?
I don't recall.
I believe we humored him.
I believe we humored him without entering into any sort of contract.
Excellent. Nice work. Okay.
So we have learned some information. I apologize, we have not been able to figure out what exactly the Burgomaster's son did to your daughter. The Burgomaster does not seem to be aware, though, of whatever it was that happens to her. I admit I had my theories, though we did meet with the son, and I don't believe those theories hold up after all, unfortunately.
She takes a seat over here. She takes a chair, spins it around so that she can sit here and converse with you. Well, at least with Julie and Udo a little bit more effectively.
We learned more about the son than we did about the Burgomaster. In fact, he seems to fancy himself a little bit of a self-taught mage. He is specifically dabbling with teleportation magic, though very ineffectively, and he may be dead. Put it bluntly, he had a teleportation spell that was much more of an execution spell, and he almost certainly disintegrated two of the house staff. I fixed his spell for him, and we took it for a little bit of a test run, though the son did not return from it. We are not sure what happened to him, but he does not seem to be in Wallaki anymore. And might not be alive. Unclear. The father, of course, once again, not aware of any of this, seemingly. Certainly not aware that his son is gone. I was not too eager to explain that.
And I don't blame you. Wow.
The Burgomaster is also very clearly paranoid of both you and one Lady Lisa, another noble in Wallaki, I take it.
Oh, yes, she is another noble in Wallaki. She's actually out of town at the moment. I believe she was heading out west towards Kresk, so interesting that he is concerned about her presence. Must be he's just afraid of powerful women.
Possibly. He thinks that either one of you could potentially be making some kind of play for power.
Well, I am simply just looking out for my people and my daughter, but if looking out for the people happens to land me in an advantageous position, well, you know what they say, with great power comes the capacity to care for those who do not have such power.
Quite.
That didn't really roll off the tongue. Perhaps there's a better way to say that line. I'll look into it. But yes, political prisoner here that is another unfortunate victim of the Burgomaster, the reformers, Captain Isaac Strasny, and the rest of the power-hungry people here in the city. But I do recommend that he do not stay here long. This is no personal offense, of course. She kind of solemnly bows her head, just that the longer that a former prisoner is here, the longer that those present are in danger.
Of course. Your house in this scenario is merely a stopping point for the three of us to converse and determine a better new location for further plans.
Okay.
On that note, what do you know of the Burgomaster's right hand and the captain of the guard?
Oh, give me just a moment. Let me pull up what she knows.
She knows his rank, she knows his name, his social security number, his ring size, his P.O. box, his safe combination. She has access to his stat block.
So, Captain Eviction Strahd is quite cruel in nature, just like his leader, Vargas Vlakovic, the Burgomaster. Many people believe only Izek is responsible for torturing prisoners. He gives off this air of, oh, best not cross him. He looks like he knows 52 ways to kill a man. He gives off that energy, but rest assured, Burgomaster Vargas himself isn't exactly a nice individual, but I'm sure I shan't keep rambling about the Burgomaster.
As our friend here did stress that being chained and bloodied in the Burgomaster's closet was bizarrely a kinder fate than setting foot in the Reformation Center.
Yes, that sounds correct. You see, some visitors to the Reformation Center to return to society, but most are not the same. Essentially, based on what I've been able to gather, after enduring any amount of a time or treatment at the Reformation Center, prisoners denoted as Tier 1 and Tier 2 prisoners are released back into Vallaki. These citizens show signs of their trauma in varying degrees for the rest of their lives. Many former residents have a myriad of nervous tics as well as fragile dispositions. Many are plagued by debilitating forms of anxiety and depression. Surprisingly, this is actually where, you were asking about Izek. This is not necessarily by his hand. He is captain of the guard. However, he rarely makes appearances at the Reformation Center. He much prefers being on the front lines, openly patrolling Vallaki before retiring to his room at the Burgomaster's mansion. You see, as far as he's concerned, Izek's responsibility is to catch criminals. What happens to them afterward is someone else's job.
What does Izek look like?
Oh, well, he's a big man. But the most notable thing about him is that his arm is quite strange. Let me see if I can pull up a particular description. But first, let me paste this description that she was just explaining about the Reformation Center. Let me also see if I have a handout for him. Okay, I see the handout. Let me see if I can give some sort of physical description, because it would be strange if she like opens a journal. You see that's filled with pictures of a large individual with a bald head. She's like, yeah, so this is my collection, my binder of Isaac Strasny pictures. Anyway, let me see if I can find a particular description for him. Oh, Appendix D. Okay. It looks like I may have to give a description myself. I was hoping, because the thing is, because he's so unique of a character, I'm really hoping that it gives me a physical description. Oh, okay. Here's what she'll tell you. Isaac, with his history of violence, he also has a fiendish deformity, a monstrous arm with which he can conjure fire. Fear of Isaac keeps the Baron's enemies at bay, so imagine a strong individual with broad shoulders towering high above many of us, with an arm that is most unhuman, capable of wielding fire, and that is your man.
Could you paste that description?
Yeah. I'll try my best. I'll paste the canon description.
Cool.
But yes, that is what he looks like. He's not to be unkind, but he does seem to be a little simple-minded.
Useful.
I try.
Thank you.
Well,
Does he tend to walk alone, or does he tend to have a retinue of guards that travel with him?
So while he does go out with a retinue of guards, he has on occasion been seen working alone. Think of it as if I feel that my network has been able to ascertain that there are a few different ways to get him alone. Sometimes he'll get a little full of himself, order his men somewhere else while he tackles what he believes to be the problem himself. Whether this is pride or an uncanny understanding of the situation, chasing down criminals, it's hard to tell, but I think ideally the burgomaster prefers that he carry a retinue of guards with him, but not everyone listens to the burgomaster. It's just that unless you're within his inner circle, you will probably end up like this poor man right here.
Excellent. Thank you again.
Any other questions you'd like to ask me?
I can't think of any. Keith?
No.
Okay. Well, of course, I strongly suggest you don't stay here long, but you are able to. How long is a short rest? Is it an hour or is it 20 minutes? It's an hour, right?
An hour.
I suspect, based on what you told me about how you were managed to liberate this man, you'll have approximately an hour before I strongly encourage you to leave.
Excellent.
I don't even think you need it. Like, what are y'all's health set? Let me see. Yeah. But hey, it lets you identify something at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the real question I would say is,
Gets mad spell slot back.
yeah, like, did you cast invisibility as a spell, or do you have that from Eldritch Invocations?
No, I cast it as a spell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you popped a 3rd level spell too, from what I
Yep.
remember.
Well, because all my spell slots are the same level.
Oh, right. Okay.
And by all of them, I mean all 2 of them. Let's see.
Warlocks, man.
I'm loving it so far.
Nice. Glad you are.
Wish I could.
All right. Lady Watcher is probably going to take her leave unless you have further questions for her. She is actually probably curious as to where you're headed after this, if you're willing to divulge that information, but she understands if you don't want to.
Frankly, we don't know yet. But for your own safety, it might be best if you don't know.
She nods and thanks you for your discretion, and she will excuse herself.
All right. So, first question. Where should we go from here? Is it
What was
Odo or Udo?
It's Udo. U-D-O.
Alright. Udo, where should we go from here? What is the place? Is that supposed to be a representation of him?
No, it looks like he doesn't have a representation. I typed in like UDO, and it came up with Father Donovich, who is that guy from that first village. So, alas.
Oh. So, Udo, where should we go from here? We need to find a place that is remote enough and safe enough that it wouldn't be utterly deranged of you to hide there, but obvious enough that it'll be one of the first places that Captain Izek checks. Someplace where he would feel confident that you would go, but isn't so obvious as to be in a clear trap.
That is an excellent question. Let me just look over Lucky here.
Julian immediately turning into a tactician as soon as Keith is like, maybe we should commit political assassination.
Hey, I am all for this. This is really exciting to me personally. Like,
This is great.
you want to kill the Burgomaster, and there is like I'm just imagining like a map here at play, because I just put up the map of Valaki, and I'm just like, all right, so where would be, an obvious place to check, but not in the first 3, right, on the list, like not on the first, not first on the list. I've just put up Valaki. I will take a moment to review this map. Do any of you need a break at this point, actually?
I'm good.
I am good for now.
Okay. I think I am doing fine so far over here. I'm just going to review this map a little bit more. Because speaking out loud, the positions that we are working with include the, I feel like the obvious places that would be of consideration would be like the Church of St. Andrew, the orphanage. There's the Blue Water Inn in the center of town. I'm trying to remember what this one location is here on the right. You all are in Valaki? Oh. Okay, so that is definitely not the place to be.
That note, you gotta remember to head to Argenvolsov.
Argen Vostoltz.
Yeah, that.
The fuck is that?
It's where the Order of the Silver Dragon is. And they have info I need.
For that dragon horde thing, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I have the list for you. It's not like a physical list that's here. It's based on how I'm feeling about Vallaki in general. The order of operations, especially, should you choose to consult with Lady Walker about this, is because, Udo might not know everything, but with additional help from anyone else, should you ask for it. The first place they're likely to check, other than the immediate area around the Burgomaster's place, including the premises of the Reformation Center, but unlikely to be there. They'll just check while they're there, right? It's literally there, the home, like the backyard. Just checking there real quick. They're gonna head to the Church of St. Andrel first. Perhaps criminals, former prisoners, might try to claim, like, what is it called? Sanctuary? They're like, oh, I'm at church, you can't get me, but that might not go so well. By extension, theoretically, maybe the orphanage, but that's not technically high on the list in my personal opinion, or perhaps in Fiona's personal opinion. Second on the list for them to check potentially is the Blue Water Inn. In the center of town, it's not too far actually from the Burgomaster's mansion. Actually, let me show you the map. It is directly north of the mansion. Yeah, let me pull up this map. And I think because the letter's on here. Okay. The place they check first is N1, Church of St. Andrel. Not counting the orphanage at N10, they would then check N2, the Blue Water Inn, which is interesting. But third on the list, again, not counting the orphanage, I don't think it's... Oh, if you zoom out, N9 on the map is the Vishtani camp. The Vishtani aren't... Well, it's not that they're not welcome in the town. They're just... It's uncomfortable for at least one group of people if they're within the confines of the town. So the Vishtani camp is there, N9 on the southwest of town. It's considered close enough to Vallaki. Think of it like a little, the United States like territory situation. They're considered part of Vallaki, but they keep to themselves, and the Vallakians keep to themselves too. So it is technically a place of refuge, but it would be harder for them to check it immediately after. Like, they want immediate, right? Church of St. Andrel, Blue Water Inn. They'll get to the Vishtani camp eventually. And then hopefully they find an escaped prisoner by then. And if not, then it's time to begin the painstaking search, going like door to door, perhaps, scouring the entire town. Now, interestingly, depending on what Captain Izek is thinking, the Noble District, indicated by like N4 and above, because N4 is your current location, actually, because that is Lady Walker's house. The Noble District, it's tricky because he would stick out like a sore thumb, and the Noble District, can't disturb the nobles. As much power as Izek thinks he has, they would probably be last in the consideration, not counting specifically Lady Walker's house herself. So I'm not sure where she would fall in, like, her house in the list of places to check out. But the Noble District as a whole, the northern portion of Vallaki, is probably lower on the list of places to check.
That is tricky. I would have hoped for a place not necessarily isolated, but I would have hoped for like a building without other witnesses.
Oh, I will say, I'm going to point out to you, it's both like kind of in character as Fiona, but also mostly out of character as me. If you look at the map, N5 is a stockyard. It's got like some locked sheds, a roomy warehouse, the Arasek stockyard. Paste this name here for you all right here. And then to the N6 location is the coffin shop. You all remember that place.
Yes. We released a bunch of vampire spawn from now.
Yes, but you did pretty well considering the circumstances.
Hmm. Perhaps the stockyard would be our best bet. My current thought here is we want to limit. My current thought is that we should limit our public involvement as much as possible. If it becomes known that someone is gunning for the Burgomaster, that can put some extra weight on his shoulders. But if it's known that we are trying to do the Burgomaster harm, that's really only going to put extra weight on our shoulders, if that makes sense. So my current hope is to lure Izek and possibly a couple of his men to a location and trap them in a building, kill them, and then disguise ourselves as them and leave.
Ooh.
And any onlookers will simply think that Izek did not find what or who he was looking for, and then later on, the bodies will be discovered, the truth uncovered, but our involvement will be obscured. But if we go to a place with other witnesses, we can't really do that. More people will see us and Udo go in and not come out with Izek. So I think the stockyard and ideally a warehouse might be the best bet. Might be our safest option. If we want to hold to that plan. What are your thoughts?
I like you. I like the way you think.
This is what I do. Don't read into that.
Yeah. Sorry, I know you're not asking me specifically, but I do like that plan.
Okay. So then we rest up here. You get your... you build up your mana. You build up your magic again. And then we take Udo away from here. And then we go hold up in the stockyard with him. And then we wait.
Nice.
And if we're lucky, Izek will storm in alone. But we should be prepared for the possibility that he will outnumber us, possibly greatly. I feel confident that we can take out the guards here without much issue. They don't look like all that much, but not sure about Izek. Trying to determine if invisibility would hold up for that long.
Oh,
It lasts an hour.
I mean, you could choose not to rest up if you want to keep the invisibility.
Well, my idea was I thought that the plan was rest up so he gets the spell slot back and cast invisibility.
Oh, and his other spell slots then theoretically too, which is cool.
Oh, he's a warlock, so he's only got the 2 spell slots. But if he were to like cast invisibility again now, then to get to the warehouse, then he would go into that fight with no spell slots. But if we rest up, then he only uses one of his spell slots to cast invisibility again.
Mm-hmm.
And then at least when we get into the fight, presumably, anyway, when we presumably get into the fight, then he at least has a spell slot.
Okay. So it sounds like you all are resting then? Short resting?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like it.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to identify while you are here? Because I believe, if I'm understanding correctly, you can just take some item that you have for the hour, right?
Let's see. I have spell scrolls, locket we can't read. I don't remember what that's from.
That's the one from the orphanage.
Key from Cat's Neck, which I assume isn't magical. The crown, which you confirmed isn't magical. I did get some jars of the weird liquid in the cauldron from last time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can identify that.
Give me a sec about those specifically. I think that might be trickier to identify. Yeah, if you don't have much, that's okay to identify.
I don't think I have anything to identify at this point. I only had the cloak, which you established was a cloak of disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Double cloaking, bitch. So Lightning.
Yes.
This is we're like your third group that you've run Curse of Strahd for, right?
That's correct, yes.
How many other groups have decided to assassinate the Burgomaster of Vallaki on a whim?
None of them. That's because the second group didn't even go to Vallaki. They made sure to stay far away because they heard that it was militaristically strong, and they decided to go opt for religiously strong.
Blah blah
blah. The first group, Burgomaster is alive. Victor is in a similar state to what's going on with your situation. Whether that means dead or not, we'll see.
Victor is in the same state in that game as he is in this game, and if you want to figure out what that means, you better get a fucking lawyer. I won't talk and you can't make me.
Yeah, there's some joke there about extradition, like between states, like in the United States, and what's going on with Victor.
Jesus Christ. I hate that image so much.
Let me see what Bralef's posting.
The worst thing
what the
you've ever
fuck?
seen.
Huh? Oh. No. Bluey is there. Therefore it's not human. Oh.
Doesn't kill him, therefore humane.
Oh god, this just reminds me of. Y'all ever watch Looper, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and that other guy?
Oh.
What's the name of that guy? He plays like a. Yeah, this is bothering me. There's a scene in the beginning of Looper that bothers me a lot because it still haunts my night. What's a day nightmare called? Like a daymare. The main character, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, is trying to escape from this assassin from the future, and he is being coached and helped out by this situation by his best friend, who's like, or not best friend, by this old guy, right? Who is actually his best friend who came back from the future. It's like, hey, you need to, do this because like shit's crazy in the future. Like you got to do this, you got to do that. The way they catch like the old guy who's feeding him information is they take his younger present self, they put him on an operating table, they remove his arms and legs, and while this is happening, the future old version of him, who's like talking to Joseph Gordon-Levitt, like one of his arms just disappears, his other arm disappears, his legs disappear, like basically insinuating that the surgery that was performed on his present, like his younger present self, was catching up to his older future self, and it was so scary. Like, ugh. I don't like this. So that's what that's reminding me of. Ugh. Thanks, Bralef, for reminding me of that recurring daymare that I have every couple of months. Incredible. All right. Let me grab your tokens real quick. Anything else you want to do? I think you all are good.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Let me put this behind Walker House. Let me grab all 3 of your tokens. Before long, you all set off. Can I ask for stealth checks from at advantage from Bralef? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Oh, sorry. That's why I couldn't see your tokens, because I'm on the map layer. Roll 20.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. Man, I think I should just I'm gonna give can't controlled by character settings. Character sheet? Where is it? I'm just gonna give you all access to like commoner tokens. I hope nothing untoward happens, but you should have access to commoners now. Hold on, let me see what you've posted. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I gotta click on this. I gotta see what's happening here. Give me just a moment. Important research is occurring. Oh no. Wait, what is this? Wow. Interesting. Well, I never watched this, so I actually didn't recognize her until I zoomed down. Okay.
We finally discovered how to recruit child soldiers, as inspired by the classic anime Don't Recruit Child Soldier. Finally, we have created the Torment Nexus as conceived by the author of the popular book Don't Construct the Torment Nexus. Speaking of untoward things, going D&D, I do get distracted because there's only one thing happening, and I always need more than one thing happening.
Of course.
I definitely don't have ADD. Definitely don't have ADHD. So I end up hopping around on all kinds of different tabs on the internet. And earlier I just kind of remembered, oh yeah, there was a different game that I want to learn how to play and run, so I can run some adventures for it. But I haven't had any ideas for like what kind of adventures. So maybe I can see if anyone else has kind of done the footwork for me and come up with some pre-made adventures. And I was like, man, can't wait to just absolutely fucking obliterate my Google search results for the next couple of months by Googling goblin with a fat ass pre-made adventures. I'm like, this is gonna doom me for years, but oh well.
Hey, you never know. The search engine optimization is so bad these days, especially with the advent of generative AI, that maybe they'll just... Nope, yeah, you're doomed. I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't find anything, so that's Didn't find anything useful, which is unfortunate, but not surprising. Damn it.
Ah, that's a shame.
Oh well. Maybe I could find some popular piece of media to just rip off whole cloth. So we're going in. We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence for this nation of halflings.
All right. Are you ready for the next map?
Yes.
All right. So you carefully make your way as the sun's setting. It's getting a little darker. It's hard to tell that the sun is setting, but you can kind of sense through the clouds that night will soon be upon you. If that's okay with you. I didn't know if that means you're like, oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't do this. But the search is on.
That sounds like a perfectly fine time to do it.
Okay. I'll take you all to the next map.
Are we at the stockyard?
It's...
Alright.
You find yourself at a large fenced-in area. There's a large fenced-in area. There's a few larger buildings of note that greet you on your way in, as well as some smaller buildings that are around. And there's a bunch of animals in the middle. Actually, let me get some tokens here for these animals. This is the perfect time for my favorite set of tokens.
No, don't tokenize the animals. If they're tokens, they can be targeted.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. No, you'll see why I want to use these specific animal tokens once I find the right page. Oh. You know what? I wasn't actually looking for the specific token, but I'll use it anyway. I know that boars aren't pigs, but I'm using a boar token for the pigs for now. They're closer to the center of the screen, but yes, welcome to the stockyard. You'll need to find your way in.
Gotcha. I'm taking this opportunity to inform Lightning of what has now it's the most incredibly suspicious link I've ever
That's
seen.
a really suspicious link.
Taking this opportunity to inform Lightning of the existence of my newfound favorite pig.
Oh, this looks cool.
Yeah, they're adorable. I love them. They're so small.
That's such a... I want to say unique design as if I'm sort of like game creator. Like, yeah, what a unique enemy design. Or pet design or something. Oh, cute.
Yeah. Yeah, the baby's all small.
Before I forget, since we're gonna be ambushing people, I might as well throw something out of my bag of tricks to get a little extra help in the fight. 1. Okay,
Alright, what's the 1?
is, I believe that's the awakened shrub. Let me check.
Oh, Lord.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll give you this one for now.
Amazing. He's gonna make the difference.
Alright, controlled by Bralef. Look at the stats right here. Awakened shrub.
I like that the pigs are all Maple Story pigs, and then the cows are all
Mario Kart.
Is that Mario Kart?
It is Mario
I
Kart.
assume that. Okay, I always assume that's Harvest Moon.
Oh, wow, this is... Sorry, I was going to humor Bralef, but with stats like this, no, this is going to do jack shit for you all.
I mean, I can always re-roll. I get 3 of them, so...
If you want. For context for those at home listening from the future, Awakened Shrubs have 10 health and a whopping 9 AC.
Woo! Second lowest in the game. Woo.
Oh, yeah, so if I remember right, the homebrew rules we had for the bag of tricks in the last campaign were I could only have one thing out at once, but also I could throw multiple out at once and decide which one I want in combat to only take one turn or whatever. Are we still doing that?
Uh,
Or can I just throw all three of them out and have all three of them out? I'm down with whatever you want to do.
wait, you get was it 3 rolls of sunset or something, or like?
Yeah, 3 rolls and refilled at sunset, I believe.
And then
Or sunrise.
you're asking if you use just all 3 now instead of just like one at a time.
Yeah, and if not, that's fine. That's what I was assuming it would do.
I think it
So-
would make this pretty epic. So sure.
All right. Let's see. D8. 2. A commoner.
Oh.
God, I forgot about the fact that your fucking bag of tricks has a goddamn
3.
on it.
The custom monster I created that you would have to make a stat sheet for.
Oh shit. All right. Well,
Well, guess we'll pick this up next
No,
time.
no, it's fine. We can just
No, you're committed. We're all committed now.
I found it.
I'm trying really hard which of my regular people tokens to use for this because I recently ran a one shot that involves Captain Crunch, the Easter Bunny, Tony the Tiger, and the B movie Benson B guy who is not a breakfast cereal mascot but is in there anyway. God, I'm really tempted to use one of them, but the narrative lack of immersion, I cannot in good conscience do it for my Curse of Strahd campaign. Oh, thank you for the oh, that well, Lord of mercy. All right, well, I gotta find a token for that one too after I pick a commoner token. Give me just a moment, because we have to go through the implications of the fact that you can summon this person into existence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah.
like, do you have any idea how many times I've like bitched Brad out about that?
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, I figured out I have the perfect token for this. It's I'm not perfect from your standpoints, but perfect from my standpoints. Let me
You
just.
put a fucking amazing daisy in the game.
It is literally based on a Crazy Daisy, so
I have not even unpacked that portion yet. I'm still looking for this poor sap who I'm about to summon right here. I found him. So this represents a commoner, so I'll go ahead and put that right there. With the commoner HP of 4, the commoner AC of 10. I believe I've granted access to commoners to you all. So what do you do actually for the second usage of your bag? Like, what is the special incantation do you do? How do you like throw things out of the sack? Like, what you got going on over there?
Keith reaches into this bag of tricks, which has like a more intricate design rather than just being like a solid color like the other ones. It has a sort of a like starry nighttime pattern to it. He reaches out, pulls out one of the fuzzy balls, throws it down, and it makes a awakened shrub, which I just realized can also speak a language.
Lord have mercy.
And then he plucks out another one, throws it down, and it makes just a guy. We're gonna say he's got kind of like a gloomy look on his face, and he's holding a shovel.
Oh, you're picking the. Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me.
I mean,
It's no. It's interesting you say this because I actually have a guy with a shovel. Let me see. I don't know if the shovel shows up here. Let me put his token here too, please.
seemed like a good stand-in for a club.
Was that the commoner's weapon of choice?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he throws down another one, and it spawns a little flower with arms and legs and a big happy smile.
All right. Let me just download this token right here. Paste it in the Light Force Curse of Strahd token. Just do Daisy for this. Oh man, it didn't keep the transparency. Hold on. It's kind of annoying. Is it not? Oh, there we go. That's why I wasn't doing it. I have fixed the problem. Give me just a moment.
Can't believe I got a 1, a 2, and a 3. Incredible.
Can't believe you just reach into your fucking pulse and like throw and just like use it to spawn into existence a shrub, a man, and a fucking cartoon in front of your companion for the first time ever with no comment.
Okay, to be fair, he was there for the Perryton.
Yeah, sure, but like it's one thing to be able to spawn a monster with a magic item, but you just spawned a man in a cartoon.
We can unpack how real of a person this is later.
Oh man, it is a club. It's not a shovel. It was a shovel. All right, sorry, Bralef. I want you to decide between the token that I just threw on there and then this character right here for your gloomy person.
That new guy's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, I'll throw him in.
He looks way too unique to be a common, although.
Well, the implications here is that this is really gonna. I feel like with the implications, it's better that he looks like a unique person. No way. Wait, did you all see the? I don't think you'll. Sorry, there is a short. I think is it? Oh. Well, then I'll just use that
In
then.
case the reference wasn't. The whole list is based off of that one chapter.
Yeah, you know what? That makes. I'll have to throw that one in instead. Here, let me send you the video that I'm thinking of.
Existential horror of minor illusion.
Yeah, this is what we're going for apparently with what Bralef is doing. But let me go ahead and download the picture that Bralef has given me here.
I love that this cantrip that's just supposed to create a 5-foot unmoving square has accidentally created just a facsimile of a man who isn't sure if he's real or not.
Yeah, it's a real nice, fun thing about D&D, especially as a DM. You can look at the rules and just be like, "No, hold on, I got a great idea."
That's a very common house rule I see in games I listen to is people using minor illusion and like are able to move it and shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's. I don't personally find it especially useful if it's like purely a static thing, but at the same time, that is literally why it's a cantrip, because it's supposed to be something very minor, and all the more useful illusions are supposed to like actually cost you something. But I'm
Yeah.
also of the opinion that illusion is a fucking scam. But you know,
Yeah, we talked about the whole like whether the enemy characters get to like tell and what checks they have to do, like the tiers of okay, well this one they just know, this one they'll have to check for sure, and this one they'll have to check like in with intention, and I forget exactly what the discussion was.
One of the top comments that I think Lightning would appreciate. How old are your kids? Oh, they're still minor illusions.
That's good. I didn't see that one. Oh, actually, I didn't look at the comments. So nice.
how old are your kids? I don't remember.
uh,
Okay. So Keith creates these three beings, and he just goes, "All right, you three. I've called you here today because we have an important job to do that will shape the state of this kingdom for a long time to come, and I need you to help me."
What? Who are you? Where am I? Says the commoner.
Oh, you're in Barovia,
In what?
and you're whoever you want to be.
But I can't be whoever I want to be. I have to follow in my father's footsteps. It's what's expected of me.
Who's your father?
Oh, my father is a great smith called Fergus. And because I am his son, I must take up smithing as well. My arms are so flimsy, though. I'd rather not smith personally, but it's not up to me to make such decisions.
Well, you will be smithing of a sort.
Uh-huh.
You'll be smithing a person
Okay.
into a person in multiple smaller pieces.
I'm not quite sure I follow. Is what? Smaller?
Okay, you see that blunt object you're holding?
What? Hold on. Yeah, yes? Uh-huh.
You're gonna use that, and you're gonna hit a guy with it until he dies.
Oh, how many hits does it take to get to a guy dying?
We're gonna have to find out.
Oh. Okay, like a collaborative effort.
Right. Oh yeah, everyone here is gonna be helping.
Okay, yeah, my dad told me about these. Right, sometimes we work with other smiths to make works. It's supposed to be a good time. Sometimes the village all comes out and we have like a little celebration, and there's fire and food, and we celebrate what we've done together.
Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. It is entirely possible that he might hit you first, and that you'll die.
Huh?
However, given the nature of your existence as a creation of this bag,
Sorry,
I
what?
think the next time that I pull out a fluff ball and it turns into a commoner, it'll be you again.
Hold-
So
I'm
your death is only
sorry.
temporary.
Wait, sorry, can we slow down?
No.
Bag? Huh?
At this point, Julian chimes in and he's like, Keith, this might not mean that much to you coming from someone like me, but I think after all this, I think we're gonna have to have a long and serious talk about the ethics of that item and what you have done here with it today.
All right, you're okay. Okay, you're right. I'm gonna tell you. You still haven't told me your name. Oh, you're the son of Fergus, so your name is Ferguson. That makes sense.
Actually, that makes sense. That was not my intention, but I love it. It's perfect.
All right. My companion here makes a good point. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. If you don't want to risk your life to help us in this, you can go off on your own and live your own life. Keith does not mention the part where I think he disappears at
If it's-
sunrise, but
Is that worse? Is that better? Like, what's ethical? Hold on. What is it? The thing that you said in that curse picture you sent, humane?
wait, hold on, let me
Yeah.
look at
Is it more humane to tell this guy or not to tell him? Also, what is the awakened shrub supposed to be?
It is literally a shrub that has been targeted by the awaken spell.
Oh,
So
okay.
it can,
Sorry, I
it
thought
can
it was.
walk around and talk and technically has an attack.
Oh, I thought it was like. I thought you reflavored it or something.
So I get originally it was going to be an equivalent of a crazy daisy, but then I just made one a
Mhm.
stab block for the daisy. So the awakened shrub, I guess, is just representative of just the general plants around the
Okay.
forest.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Yeah, the creature vanishes at the next dawn. Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Are the other two sentient? Like, how sentient are they?
They both know languages.
The crazy Daisy will put his shoulder on Ferguson's. Oh, sorry. will put its hand on Ferguson's shoulder to the best of its ability, given their potential height differences, and say, "It'll be okay, buddy. We'll smith the shit out of him." Ferguson solemnly
That's the
nods,
spirit.
holding his blunt object, which I'd like to make a hammer, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's got a hammer with him, passed down from his father, Fergus.
Also want to point out that as a result of intelligence being both of our dump stats, the awakened shrub is smarter than both of us. In fact, I think all three of these are.
The awakened shrub is more able to grapple with the ethical quandaries that you have created than you are.
The awakened shrub holds up a branch as if to say, "Quiet. It's important that we take up position soon before our enemies discover our location."
That's the spirit. I like your drive. But again, you guys don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Keith, can we please just get this over with?
Yes. So are we hiding in this building?
Hey,
Or are we just waiting for them to show up?
that's my question for you. Where would you like to hide? There's the two larger buildings, a bunch of smaller buildings, and you have
think,
access to all the characters, I believe.
Oh yeah. Udo should probably just hide in one of these smaller buildings. Because we don't want him to actually be discovered.
Okay.
Or do we need him as bait or something? Because I can always just disguise as him if we need to.
We don't necessarily need him as bait, but we do want to have him be visible from inside the building at the very least. Somewhere that's not so obvious that it's a trap, but so that when Isaac enters the building looking for him, he knows that he's got the right spot.
Mhm.
I think that it would also be better to hide in this bigger building, just because it'll give us more space to maneuver.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It also looks like there's less windows.
Yeah. All right. So why don't we hide? Let's just see what we got in here. I'll open this door.
Okay. While you are headed to that door to attempt to open it, I will say that Udo will quickly come back to you. Not that you can see him, but he'll tug you on the shoulder, and then you'll hear him whisper, "I think most of the sheds are locked, actually, out here."
Ah, okay.
As is the door directly in front of you.
I will attempt to pick this lock.
All right, go ahead and do. Oh my gosh!
I'm on a fucking roll tonight. I hope we roll this well in the actual fight.
All natural ones.
All right, you're able to easily unlock this door. So quiet, and yeah, let me go ahead and reveal the entirety of this room to you. It appears to be a large, warehouse. So let me reveal its contents to you. You will see a piano, a wagon, a bunch of crates, a piano. Yeah. While this is happening, you hear faint whispering coming from your companions as it seems that the flower and the kid have kind of, or the youngin' have started chatting a little bit about, what each other does for a living. Little backstory, stuff like that.
They're gonna fucking unionize.
Yeah, you'll hear the young, the Twilighter be like, "So, how long have you been working for?" Wait, did you introduce yourself? You did, right? Or did you not?
I might have forgotten to say my
Okay.
name, but yeah, he would have told him his name was Keith.
It's like, "Yeah, so how long have you been working for Keith?" And then the flower say, about 11 minutes. Huh. Wait, how long have I been working for Keith? Wait, does that make you, are you my senior? Am I above you in this hierarchy? Well, think of it like we are. You just hear them trail off talking about, "Oh yeah, we're kind of equal, one of us could get promoted and be," anyway. Yeah, you see this warehouse. It's a pretty good spot in general for an altercation. Lots of boxes around. What would you like to do with your newfound information?
Let's see. Are any of these boxes small enough for or big enough for Udo to hide in?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably have him hide in one of them, and I'll disguise myself as Udo.
All right. Sorry, let me just pull up this one. Oh man. Oh, this is ominous. Okay, sure. So you want Udo to hide in one of the boxes? We'll put him in this one.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like objectively, it seems to be the largest box in here.
Yep.
All right. I'll go and put the. Oh, this was sorry. I'll put the ninja token on. So in addition to being invisible, he's in the box, and you're disguising yourself as him.
Mhm.
Okay. And you're standing right there in the middle. All right. Which doors would you like to leave open, if any? Or you're just gonna stand there with the doors closed, which is fine too.
Yeah, we should probably close them.
Okay.
Or should we? What do you think, Julian?
What are we doing?
Are we closing the doors or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't want it to look like we're just trying to give our position away.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I ask you to arrange then, Bralef, your characters in the correct positions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I can have the shrub because the shrub is indistinguishable from a regular shrub while motionless, so I can have him be the lookout.
Ooh, nice.
So maybe he'll go like here to get a read on both angles, and then once he spots them, he'll probably knock on the door or something.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he'll say, "I'm at your service. I shall serve you well, Keith."
Your bravery will be sung about for the ages, Ferguson.
What?
This is predatory.
Wait, Ferguson is that other individual. Sorry, this is the shrub talking to you.
My mistake.
Sorry.
Okay.
Dear God, you can't even differentiate all this meat to you.
And what is your name? He says to the shrub.
My name is Sin.
Din.
That's right, Sin, for the sinners who I shall leave in twain.
Cool.
But yes, I shall keep a lookout. Is there anything in particular, any special instructions you want? I hear there was a particular individual in the group you're most interested in taking care of.
Yeah, his name is, what was his name? Izik.
Yeah.
He's a captain of the guard, I believe, so he probably looks pretty fancy compared to regular guards.
Okay. I will keep a lookout for the individual with the different looking token. We'll take good care of him for you.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. All right.
This is a good thing we're doing, Keith says, looking at the camera.
All right. Would you like to arrange Ferguson and the Crazy Daisy?
I'll ask the Crazy Daisy's name.
Oh, you. Sorry, I started asking this. You. How would you like introduce yourself? Like Keith, the Almighty, or anything like that, or?
I'm just a scarecrow who's wants to change things around here.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Kunio.
Kunio, the singing flower.
That's right. Sure to
All right.
make the enemies sing when I'm done with them.
I love how uncomfortable
I
you and Julian are.
I wish we were streaming, honestly. Just
I
because
might have to upload some highlights from this one.
The chat would have a fucking field day with it. My God.
This is amazing. I'm so glad I did this item.
I hate this so much.
it's fair. You didn't seem to mind the one in the other campaign.
I would have
can't imagine
killed
what the
you
difference is.
instantly if you were like, "Hey, can I replace the fucking bale with a commonal?" I would have fucking taken the item away. Like, you can't play with this anymore.
I'm having fun. I don't know what your problem is. I like that you buffed his health even.
Wait, what?
You gave him 9 health.
Isn't a
I think that was unintentional. Thing is, you dropped it to 4 earlier.
oh, it's because the shrub. I think I accidentally. Oh, something happened and I accidentally gave the commoner shrub stats.
Why the hell is a shrub tankier than the commoner?
You ever tried to fight a bush? It's tough.
Many have tried to fight me and failed.
You have literally existed for 12 minutes.
It's a very impressive 12 minutes. What did you say? Do you see any of these people? I know I don't.
I trust him. I'm already planning out Sin's character sheet for when I play him in the next campaign.
God.
I'm honored. All right. But yes, go ahead and arrange Ferguson and Cuneo.
All right. Think something like here, so they're not immediately like whichever way this door opens, you'll stand on the side that's not.
Okay. I think it actually opens out.
Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough.
because it's an external door, and it's important for those to open out.
But Keith will be kind of like semi-crouched behind this crate, but like he'll still be clearly visible if anyone kicks down the door. It'll just look like he's trying to hide.
Okay. Cool. And then Julian, anything for you?
I'm just going to I'm gonna be back here. I can move quickly enough that
Nice.
and I will actually try to hide.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. All right. So for the what I'm going to be calling the last scene of the session, which I will probably repeat again next time in the beginning. Before long, as you all are here, you hear the distant footsteps of a group of individuals marching forward. They've got like pitchforks, torches in tow. Let me zoom out just a little bit so that everyone can see what is occurring over there on the far side as some people come into view.
Pitchforks and torches is not what I had expected.
I don't like that. Oh no, they look like guards. Okay.
Their footsteps echo ever closer to your location. But first they will check out this building right here. You see like a knocking, or sorry, you hear a distant knocking from the captain of the guard. You kind of hear some faint discussion. Not really discussion, because discussion implies that there's someone else on the other side. And before long, he activates the manual override, and that is, he kicks the door in. And you see that these individuals are quite intent on carrying out their duty, a duty that we'll have to figure out next time on Light Force Curse of Strahd.
Gotcha.
This isn't the direction I expected this campaign to go at the beginning of this session.
But man, oh man, am I excited. Right.
Did you actually write down all the stats for the singing flower, or do you want me to do that?
Oh, I can. I'd like you to do that then. I mean, I can get to it in my own time, but
either way, it gives us now that we're waiting.
all right. I'm very excited for next session. We'll
Me
see.
too.
We'll see how this ambush works. I don't even know if I can't think of a time I've run an ambush actually. Cool. Well, let me go ahead and take us back. Man, yeah, I'm hyped. Well, anything else you want to say before I end things over here?
Yeah, this was a good session.
I had so much fun this session.
This was a session. This is amazing. I love D&D. This
Yeah.
is the stupidest shit that I've ever encountered.
I cannot wait to tell my other Strahd players about this. Like, hey, guess what happened?
Wait a minute. The most ethically dubious party, like, you told me about your fucking, on our first day, you told me about your party who, like, burned down a hospital and shit.
Burned down. I'm trying to think. There was a building that burned down. The building that burned down. I can't. That's not really a hospital. The one that's more akin to a hospital, I think, is up. That's not burned. What was it? A Strahd group that burned down a hospital?
No, he's saying that was like part of Julian's backstory. That he was in a group that burned down a hospital.
Oh. Oh, me.
I have no memory of that.
No, like, I meant literally on our first date,
Mhm.
like, when we were talking about D&D for like 3 hours.
Oh.
Oh,
First
no.
date. Okay.
Okay. No. One. That post by that thing by Julius that was in character. This is Julian. This is Julian's most ethically dubious party.
I understand.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I've played worse people than Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my character that wanted
Okay,
to burn down
I
the hospital.
understand.
And my character at that point was explicitly evil. And I do want to note, I did not have the opportunity to burn down the hospital because I needed to rely on another character who did not want to comply. Because she was not evil at that point. She did, however, accidentally burn down the entirety of the slums on day one.
Nice.
Introducing an even worse place in the city to exist, to live in, that we affectionately refer to as the slums.
Yeah, you know what's worse than the slums? The slums. Nice.
Exactly. The people that lived in the slums, like, actively looked down on the people that lived in the slum.
Nice. Cool.
It's the difference of, like, my house is made out of plywood, your house is made out of cardboard. We are not the same.
Cool. All right. With that fun story, I'll end it here.
All right. After we kill Izek, I cannot wait to see a full portrait of him. I want to know what the fuck is going on with his arm.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll probably show you a picture once you interact with him, if you interact with him. Fun fact: he actually has. You might have seen it in some of the game stores you've been into. They'll have like D&D icons of the realms packs that have figures for characters from various D&D media. And there's there's like 3 of these little packs of 6 figures for Curse of Strahd. One of them has a bunch of figures for NPCs I do run. One of them has figures for NPCs that don't really run, but the one for the NPCs I do run includes a figure for Izek Strasny. So next time you're in a game store, perhaps you'll see him.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for him to use his demonic firearm to instantly kill me.
Oh, I forgot that I did not change Izek in any way to specifically take advantage of your weakness to fire, but that's gonna be quite interesting, especially
Not
because
that it's gonna especially matter, but the shrub and the flower are also weak to fire damage.
I am absolutely banking on that. As this shrub is, because remember, the shrub was like, "I'll be sure to take good care of that guy for you." The whole time I was saying that as Sid, I'm just like, "Nah, he's gonna fucking die. He's gonna get like burned alive."
God. Lord.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for next time.
Well,
I can't wait to fight. I can't wait to fight Eviction Strahd in the next match. In the next
what the
session.
heck? Oh my gosh, what is going on there in this picture? That
oh yeah. Elden Ring boss.
that definitely seems
One of the
Elden Ring.
false Elden Ring bosses. He also has a deformed arm that gives him the power to conjure fire.
Ah, I see that. Quite interesting. Yeah, I'll just use this token for Izek next time.
Yeah, this is where my mind immediately went.
Nice.
When you mentioned that he had a messed up arm that can shoot fire, I'm just like, Podrick the Crafted. Got it.
Oh, this is... I think I've heard that name before. Nice. Okay.
Vermintide, why the fuck do you need to do a 37 gigabyte update? What
Damn,
the
that's
fuck,
a whole new
man?
game right there.
Yeah, seriously. Free new update. It's a fucking second game? Is it? Fuck me, man. What the hell? Why does Fargo's Adventure need to patch every 2 days?
They keep updating it.
How?
Why?
What could they possibly put into this game?
New cars? Like, what's going on?
Fargo's Adventure is let me show you.
Oh,
It's
wait, this is cute.
Yeah, it's a little Colby game, but you're playing as a frog. What the hell do they keep updating it with?
Well, if you read the patch notes, you would know.
I don't read patch notes, and you know this. No one reads patch notes.
Well, then, what could they? All right, fucking Aaron Hansen.
Does Aaron Hansen not read patch notes?
No one reads patch notes.
Aaron Hansen complains about information he doesn't have while explicitly refusing to read the information that is being offered to him.
Yes.
This reminds me of that Tumblr post about piss poor reading comprehension. How dare you say we piss on the poor? One of my favorite jokes.
Update 1.2. Added achievements. Added 8 achievements to the game. New 4:3 aspect ratio option.
Yeah. I just
Cutscenes can
read
no
it.
longer be paused. New animation for unlocking a level. Urchins now have a smaller hitbox. Various level design changes. More health lilies are hidden across all levels. The first level has more changes. Animation for exiting a door while balancing on a ball is now fixed.
I see.
I just said I already read it.
Good.
Oh, Frogger's
kill you.
Adventure.
It's good. I recommend it.
I do.
It cost
intend to
$1 and took me 1 hour to beat.
Oh, yeah, I see this. Only 9 cents. Nice. Cool.
Actually, it cost me 67 cents. I bought it on sale.
I'll look into it. I can pay only 67 cents for it.